All right, so today we're doing a deep dive on the seven-figure accelerator program by Philip Johansen. And we've got this really detailed article here that pretty much breaks down everything. What's included, how the training's structured, how much it costs, even what people are saying about it.
Yeah.
So if you're kind of like, looking for the shortcut to making some serious money online, this is definitely something worth checking out. Now, the article kicks off by, painting this picture of waking up every day and seeing, anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 just hitting your bank account like boom. It's a pretty bold claim, I got to say.
Yeah.
But, let's break it down and see what this seven-figure accelerator is all about. First things first, who is this Philip Johansen guy? Well, the article kind of paints him as a real, rags to riches success story. He started out just like, a lot of us do, struggling to get his online business going, spending hours and hours researching, testing different strategies, hitting all those, frustrating dead ends. But eventually he kind of cracked the code, found a formula that actually worked for him.
And here's the thing that I found impressive. Once he kind of figured it out, he didn't just keep it a secret or hoard all the knowledge to himself. He actually created the seven-figure accelerator program to share his knowledge and help other people achieve that same level of financial freedom. He even responds to the negative reviews of the program, which I thought was pretty cool. Shows a real commitment to constantly improving the program and, taking feedback seriously.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty here. What is the seven-figure accelerator all about? One of the biggest selling points is this done-for-you system. They call it DFY for short. Basically, 90% of the work is already done for you. No need to build websites or set up those complex sales funnels, all that techie stuff. That can be a major headache, especially if you're just starting out. So yeah, it really removes that barrier to entry for a lot of people. Now, the training itself is structured in a way that seems, pretty easy to digest. It's all broken down into these short video modules, so you can learn at your own pace and really focus on, implementing what you learn.
And the topics they cover are pretty comprehensive. Yeah, everything from generating traffic to specific strategies for making money online. It seems to really cover a wide range of topics. One thing that really stood out to me in the article was this emphasis on organic traffic generation, that viral kind of traffic. So instead of relying on expensive ads, you're learning how to tap into free traffic sources. That can grow your online presence naturally. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And speaking of working smarter, the program promotes this 20 minutes a day philosophy. The idea is you don't need to be glued to your computer for hours on end to make this work. Just 20 minutes of focused effort each day to kind of set the system in motion. Now, I know what you might be thinking, 20 minutes a day to build a seven-figure business. Sounds a little too good to be true, right? Let's dive a little deeper and see how that claim holds up. The article goes on to explain that the program provides a clear structure for success, and it's designed to be accessible, whether you're a complete newbie or you've already got some experience under your belt.
They have these live sessions where you can actually interact with experts and get your questions answered in real time. Plus, they have these interactive workshops to help you put what you've learned into practice. And if you ever need more personalized guidance, there's one-on-one mentorship available. But it goes beyond just the training that's a process. They've also built a really strong community around the program, like a network of like-minded individuals who are all working towards similar goals. There are regular live calls and group discussions, so you can, share your progress, get advice, stay motivated by connecting with others who are on the same journey. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Can you really make $1,000, $5,000 a day with this program? That's a bold claim, and the article acknowledges that it's not some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. It emphasizes that success comes from consistent effort and actually applying the strategies they teach. But they do claim that the system is designed to leverage automation, so that a lot of the heavy lifting is done for you once it's all set up. They also highlight real-world success stories from people who have gone through the program
And actually seen, significant results. So what are people actually saying about the seven-figure accelerator? Well, the article cites a bunch of glowing Trustpilot reviews, like a 4.7 star rating from over 1,000 reviews. People are praising this, simplicity of the program, the strong support system, and the clear structure of the training. A lot of them are reporting quick results in terms of growing their followers and seeing those early signs of income. Of course, all of this sounds pretty amazing. I know it's easy to be skeptical when you hear these kinds of claims, right? So let's dig a little deeper into some of the specifics and see how this seven-figure accelerator actually works. Let's start with one of the core principles of the program, viral traffic generation. Now, I know this is a buzzword that gets thrown around a lot, but in the context of this program, it seems like they're really focusing on teaching practical strategies. for getting your content seen by a massive audience without spending a fortune on ads. They talk about leveraging social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, even Pinterest to reach your target market organically.
And it's not just about posting random stuff and hoping for the best. They actually dive into the specifics of creating engaging content, using relevant keywords and hashtags, and optimizing your profiles for maximum visibility. So it's a very strategic approach to getting your content in front of the right people and building a following that can actually translate into leads and sales. Sounds promising, right? But let's get real. Traffic is only part of the equation you need to actually convert those visitors into paying customers. And that's where the concept of sales funnels comes in. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard this term before, but it can be a bit confusing. So let me break it down in simple terms. Imagine a funnel, it's wide at the top and narrows as it goes down. At the top, you've got this large pool of potential customers who are just becoming aware of your brand or product. And as you move them through the funnel, you're nurturing them with valuable content, building trust, and ultimately guiding them towards making a purchase. And that's the basic idea of a sales funnel. And the 7-figure Accelerator apparently provides a blueprint for creating effective funnels that actually converts visitors into paying customers. Now, I'm really curious to dive deeper into the specifics of how they teach this. Do they provide templates, step-by-step instructions, case studies of successful funnels? That's what I really want to unpack in the next part of this deep dive. So stay tuned, we're just getting started. Okay, so we talked about, traffic generation and like the basics of sales funnels. Now let's get into like some of the actual techniques and strategies that this 7-figure Accelerator program actually teaches. From what I'm getting from this article, they really seem to dive deep into the world of online marketing with a strong focus on, proven methods for not just driving traffic, but also converting that traffic into actual paying customers. One thing they really emphasize is the importance of creating like a seamless customer journey, one that guides your audience from that initial point of awareness, all the way through to actually making a purchase. And this is where those sales funnels we were talking about earlier really come into play. They break down the different stages of a funnel, from attracting leads to nurturing them with valuable content and ultimately presenting your offer in a way that's like compelling and persuasive. Now, the article doesn't go into like super detailed specifics about the tactics, but it does mention a few interesting points. For example, they talk about the power of lead magnets, offering something valuable for free in exchange for someone's email address. This could be like an ebook, a checklist, a video series, any other type of content that your target audience would find useful. The idea is to give away something of value up front to entice people to join your email list. And then you can kind of nurture those relationships through email marketing and ultimately lead them towards a purchase. They also talk about, crafting these compelling sales messages that really highlight the benefits of your product or service and address any potential like objections or concerns your audience might have. And it's not just about the words you use. They also talk about the importance of visual elements, using high quality images and videos to showcase your product and really create an emotional connection with your audience.
So it seems like they're covering all the bases when it comes to converting traffic into actual sales. It's a very strategic and holistic approach that goes beyond just, getting people to your website. It's about guiding them through a carefully designed process that leads to a purchase. Now, one thing that really impressed me about the 7-figure Accelerator was this focus on community and support. They built this whole network around the program, like a community of like-minded individuals who are all working towards similar goals. And from what I've read, this community plays a huge role in the success of the program. It's not just about learning the material. It's about having a group of people who understand what you're going through, who can offer support and encouragement when you need it, and who can kind of hold you accountable for taking action. They have regular live calls and group discussions where participants can connect with each other, share their progress, ask questions, and learn from the instructors and their peers. And there's also like the option for one-on-one mentorship, which is a really valuable resource for getting personalized guidance and support.
Honestly, this is one of the things that really sets the 7-figure Accelerator apart from a lot of other online business programs out there. They recognize that the journey to success can be challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And they've created this supportive environment where people can feel, connected, motivated, and inspired to keep moving forward. Now, of course, no program is perfect, right? And even with all the positive reviews and glowing testimonials, there are bound to be some challenges or potential downsides to consider. And I think it's important to address those as well. One thing that the article doesn't really touch on is the level of effort required to make this program work. They talk about the 20 minutes a day philosophy, but let's be real, building a successful online business takes work. And while the program might provide, the tools and the strategies, you still need to be willing to put in the time and effort to actually implement them. And even with the done-for-you systems and automation, there's still going to be a learning curve involved,
Yeah.
You'll need to familiarize yourself with the platforms and tools they use, and you need to be willing to experiment and adapt as you go along. Another potential concern is that the program might be too focused on like a specific set of strategies or tactics. The online world is constantly changing, right? And what works today might not work tomorrow. So it's important to be adaptable and be willing to learn and evolve as the landscape shifts. Now, despite these potential downsides, I got to say I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. The 7-Figure Accelerator seems like a solid program with a lot to offer. They've clearly put a lot of thought and effort into creating a comprehensive system that's designed to help people succeed. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Have you ever tried a program like this before? What are your biggest challenges when it comes to building an online business? Let me know in the comments below. And stay tuned for part 3, where we'll wrap up this deep dive and explore some additional resources and insights that can help you on your journey to online business success. Okay, so we've covered like a ton of ground in this deep dive into the 7-Figure Accelerator. We looked at who Philip Johansen is, what the program's all about, the training, the community, even some of those potential downsides to think about. But before we wrap things up, I want to kind of step back for a sec and talk about something that I think often gets overlooked when we talk about online business. And that's the whole mindset piece, because let's be real, building a business, any kind of business, especially an online business, it can be a real roller coaster. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be those moments of doubt, those times when you just want to throw in the towel. And that's where I think having the right mindset can really make all the difference. It's about believing in yourself, staying motivated, being persistent, even when things get tough. And one thing I really appreciate about the 7-Figure Accelerator is that they seem to really get that. They seem to recognize the importance of mindset. The article mentions that they actually incorporate mindset training and support into the program, which I think is huge, because it's not enough to just have the strategies and the tools. You need to have that mental fortitude, to actually implement them and to push through those challenges that inevitably come up. They talk about helping students overcome those limiting beliefs, set powerful goals and really stay focused on their vision. They even mention providing techniques for like managing stress and staying positive, which is so crucial when you're running a business, because let's face it, entrepreneurship can be stressful. There's a lot of pressure to succeed, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of things that are outside of your control. So having those tools and techniques to kind of manage that stress and stay grounded can really make a huge difference in your well-being and ultimately your success. I think some people might roll their eyes at the whole mindset thing, thinking, it's just fluffy motivational stuff, whatever. But trust me, it's so much more than that. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It's the lens through which you see the world, the filter through which you interpret events, the fuel that drives your actions. And if your mindset isn't aligned with success, if you're constantly battling self-doubt and negative thoughts, it's going to be so much harder to achieve your goals. So kudos to the 7-Figure Accelerator for recognizing this and incorporating it into their program. It shows that they're not just focused on the technical aspects of online business, but also on the personal growth and development of their students. Now, I want to kind of wrap up this deep dive by talking about something that really excites me, about the world of online business, and that's virtuals, the potential for freedom and flexibility that it offers. One of the biggest draws, I think, of building an online business is, that ability to break free from that traditional 9-to-5 grind, to create a lifestyle that really aligns with your values and your priorities. Imagine being able to work from anywhere in the world, set your own hours, be your own boss. That's the dream for a lot of people. I know it's something that's becoming more and more achievable thanks to the internet. And the 7-Figure Accelerator definitely seems to tap into that desire for freedom and flexibility. They talk about, creating a passive income stream, a business that basically runs on autopilot, generating revenue even while you sleep. And that's a powerful concept, right? It's the idea of working smarter, not harder. Leveraging technology and systems to create a business that doesn't require you to constantly be trading your time for money. Of course, achieving that level of freedom and flexibility takes work. It requires building a solid foundation, putting in the effort up front, and constantly learning and adapting. But the rewards are well worth it. And I think that's the ultimate message I want to leave you with today. Building an online business can be a path to freedom, to flexibility, to a life that's truly aligned with your dreams. Now, whether the 7-Figure Accelerator is the right vehicle for you on that journey is something you'll have to decide for yourself. But I hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights into the program. and the possibilities that exist in the world of online business. So keep exploring, keep learning, keep taking action. And remember, the journey to success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistent effort, persistent learning, and never giving up on your vision. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and I'll catch you on the next one.